Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Nev here on Rainbow Tarot UK. So lovely to have you joining me for this pick a card reading. And today we're looking at your person of interest, your love interest, and we're asking, are they thinking of you too? And also, what are their thoughts about you today? So we've got our three piles to choose from. We have got pile number one, which is a card that says answer the call. And that's with the pink agate stone here. There you go. Then we have pile number two, which is this card. It says the ever unfolding rose, and that's with this little orange calcite star. There we go. And then pile number three is a card that says boundaries. And that's with the Amethyst cube here. And these cards that I'm using, just in case you're interested, are the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. So those are the three main cards that we're using. So just go for the one that feels right. You know the drill. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, then that's fine. You can listen to messages in as many piles as you like. But otherwise, I'll see you really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hi pile number one, welcome back to your reading. Thanks for joining me. Particularly if you are a new viewer to my channel, then welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And if you're a returning viewer, then thanks again for coming back and having another pick a card reading. And today our topic is, does your person think of you too? And what are their thoughts of you today? So we have got this card from the Work Your Light Oracle that you came in on, called a card that has the phrase answer the call, and it also has underneath, what is your soul calling you to do? So there's that one with the pink agate stone here. So there we go. We're going to put our little stone here so that we can see it just next to my little candle there, and we're going to get straight to it. How are you all doing? Is everyone doing well? I really hope so. As always, sending you all of my love and hoping that wherever you are in the world, wherever you're watching, that you are, in your best health, living your best life. I'm sending you lots of love and light for that. But let's get straight to it. Let's get out some tarot first, I think. Just reminding you, it's a general timeless reading, so just take the messages that sit right with you and that feel right to you. Okay, so let's get to it. So for pile number one, is their person thinking of them too? What are they thinking? What are their thoughts of pile number one today? Please, can you make that clear to me so that I can make it clear to pile number one? We've got the Page of Swords. Oh, there's a lot of curiosity. Definitely a lot of curiosity, a lot of thinking going on. What are their thoughts of pile number one today? We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. Well, there is definitely a lot of thinking happening here. For sure. Because we have the Queen of Swords and we've got the Page of Swords. Well, the Page of Swords is somebody who's very, very curious. Somebody who's always asking questions. Somebody who always wants to know more. Somebody who's always interested. So I would say your person is definitely thinking of you, for sure. And we have the Queen of Swords. Swords is all about thoughts, doing the right thing, being clear. They're often very clear thinkers, actually. And also about communication. So I would say your person is thinking of you. I think their thoughts today, now it could be with the overarching energy being the Two of Cups, that many people in this pile, either you're in a connection, you're currently in a connection, maybe a long-standing connection, maybe a connection that on the whole is good, it's going well, or this person is thinking that they want a connection with you. They want a good connection with you. They want a firm, solid connection, a connection that's based on friendship, a sort of soul bond connection, because I'm kind of getting this sense of lack here. So somewhere this person is feeling some kind of lack, or is thinking that there's some sort of lack in the connection somehow, right? Feeling a little bit left out in the cold, feeling a little bit isolated. So if you're with them, maybe the situation isn't that, I don't know, maybe this person is thinking that they're feeling like the connection isn't, the bond isn't there at the minute, or there's a little bit of a, an ebb, or a trough, if you like. It's not really a peak, it's a trough in the connection at the minute, or they don't feel, maybe they feel a little bit isolated in the connection, or they're thinking they feel a bit lonely or a little bit rejected if you're with them. So maybe they don't feel bonded, because sometimes, when you're in connections, it can go through peaks and troughs, can't it? So maybe this person is feeling a little bit isolated, or thinking that they are a little bit isolated or out in the cold, rejected. They might think they feel a little bit rejected. The Nine of Wands is standing strong. So this person, I think that this person feels a bit tired, because the Nine of Wands is a card of feeling quite tired, but feeling ready to carry on, right? So if this connection has been a little bit taxing, or is a little bit draining, or they're feeling, they're not feeling their best in it, then they're still willing to carry on and fight for it. And the Page of Pentacles is, wanting to, you've got 2 pages here actually, which is all about new beginnings, new starts. And maybe this person is looking for a renewal of cycle, a new cycle with you somehow, where it gets back to being really close. Because I think this person is thinking it's not that bonded at the minute. It doesn't feel close. There's a few barriers here. There's a few, it doesn't feel like it's this person is thinking it's not a close, it doesn't feel like a close connection. So even if you're in the connection with them, they don't feel bonded in it. But it could be that you're not with them, because you've got the 5 of Pentacles here, which is basically being out in the cold. But this person is giving this situation a huge amount of thought, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords. If you're not with them, I would say they're very, very, very curious of you still. They still are checking you out. They still want to know what you're up to. They're still interested in you. And there's something about, it says, what is your soul calling you to do? There's something about this person thinking that this connection is some sort of soul bond here, because we've got the 2 of Cups as the overarching energy. And I feel like that is what they are kind of wanting always to aspire to. So if you're with them and it's not going that great, then they're always they're always aspiring to being close, to being in a close connection. But if you're not with them, I would say that's what they are wanting to somehow create, right? There's something about doing the right thing, or wanting to do the right thing, with the Queen of Swords here. Fairness. Swords is also about fairness and being fair. But let's get out some more cards. What have we got here in terms of zodiac signs? Obviously we've got all the air signs, haven't we, of Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. We've also got all of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo, as well as Cancer energy, Sagittarius and Taurus. Let's get out another couple of oracle cards. So, what are they thinking today about pile number 1, please? What are their thoughts about pile number 1 today? Practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. Yeah, they may feel things are a little bit cold. Kind of feels a little bit cold here. So they might think it's not that they don't have, but it isn't from a shortage of love. There is love in this connection, but currently this person is thinking that the connection is a little bit cold or detached somehow. It's one of these ones. So there's a sort of coolness to it. Maybe they may be missing, this is just a very So they may be missing, if you're not together, they may be missing talking to you, communicating with you. They may think that you and them might have a really strong kind of intellectual connection, or just a strong connection where you talk a lot, you are good companions, and if you're not with them, they may be missing that a little bit. Or maybe, you're in the connection, but you're not making much time for each other, so yeah, they feel a bit lonely in the connection. They're missing just your companionship, really, talking to you, that kind of thing. Friendship, loyalty, reliability, companionship. I just literally said companionship, didn't I? Helpfulness and satisfaction. Right? I think that is what they're wanting back. Right? They want that, or they want to recover that, or they want to get back to that, or they want to be and have that with you. I feel like this person feels like you've got that at the core of this relationship. That is there at the core. But there's some barriers here. There's some... like you say, literally you might not be together, or it might just be a little bit cool for whatever reason. Let's get out. What are they thinking about pile number one today? What are their thoughts of pile number one today, please? What are their thoughts? Queen of Cups. The Nine of Wands again. Something feels sort of heavy. Something in this connection feels heavy to this person. It feels like they're tired, but they're still, maybe they feel like they've got to fight for something, stand up for something. Maybe it's a bit of a struggle at the moment, but they're willing to do that. They're willing to do that. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the World card with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe this person wants some sort of new cycle or new beginning here. And we've got the Hierophant. Maybe they're wanting, under the Two of Cups, some sort of commitment with you, because we do have the Dog, which is all about loyalty. So they might be wanting commitment, and it might be like a new cycle or a new start. Maybe they're thinking, if you're with them, we need to have a renewed start, a new cycle in this relationship, where we commit to one another, because you've got the Two of Cups and you've got the Hierophant and you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a new beginning that's grounded, that's based in reality, something that's tangible, something that you can build on, really. And that is what this person is wanting, right? They're wanting kind of maybe like a loving new start with you, and they're wanting commitment. And it could be that it's a new cycle, because the World card here is like the ending of a cycle, but whenever a cycle ends, you've got a new one. So you've got the World, and then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something about this person thinking, and it might be that they're not with you, so maybe you're in separation. This person's definitely thinking of reconciliation, of coming back, or having the situation again, reinvesting in the situation. So the relationship, there's definitely something about the relationship which is hard work, is what this person is thinking currently. It's hard work, because you've got the Nine of Wands twice, right? There's something about it that's hard, that's tough. Maybe you've been through the mill a bit in the relationship. Maybe you've gone through a few different challenges. And you've both been wounded, or this person thinks that there has been wounds that have occurred, but they're still wanting to fight for it and to invest in it, because the Seven of Pentacles is about and I do feel like many of you might be in a separation, is about stepping back from something, reviewing it with a view to coming back and thinking, how can I make this better? How can I reinvest in this? So I feel like that's the sort of energy that this person has, even though they might be very tired, and might have gone through a lot, or they feel like they've gone through a lot in this relationship. They're still very loyal to it, which is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a beautiful energy of a friendship that underpins a long-standing relationship. So it's a soul connection, really. It's a long-standing soul connection. It's a beautiful relationship based at its core on friendship. And I feel like that's what this person misses. They miss you, your companionship, your friendship as well. If there's some barrier in the way of you two at the moment, or you're not together. The Queen of Cups, you know, they have a huge amount of love. I think this person has a huge amount of love, and there's healing. I think this person is thinking that there should be some healing, or they want some healing in this relationship. And it might be that they're deep in their feelings for you, right? They have deep feelings for you. And maybe due to the situation they can't express that, or that somehow there's a block to them being able to express that in some way, but they definitely feel it, right? And there might have been some pain as well. I feel like there might have been all these spikes here. There might have been some pain, so there's some wounds, as I said before. The Knight of Cups, you know, it's about the new beginning, is about having a new romantic beginning. So the Knight of Cups is also about taking action. So this person is probably thinking of taking action, taking some specific action, of coming towards you, sort of like romantically, with the Knight of Cups here. I feel like there's something like ending an old cycle and starting a new one with you. So maybe ending an old cycle that has been a bit detached, or maybe a bit cold, or something like that. Maybe there have been some boundaries or some barriers. So it's about ending that and somehow finding sweetness in a new cycle. Finding sweetness in a new cycle with you. And it's got here actually in this card, hasn't it? So it has got the phrase with practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective. So I feel like this person does want to see this connection or this relationship from a new perspective. And they feel very romantically towards you with the Knight of Cups here. Right? So I'm just going to say that. Let's see what we've got in terms of zodiac signs. Obviously, we've got all of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Taurus. And we've also got Capricorn and Virgo. Okay, so this person is definitely thinking of you too. And there's something about wanting to hold on to it, wanting to fight for it, wanting to have some sort of new, renewed cycle. There's a huge amount of loyalty and love in this relationship, and this person wants to have some kind of commitment with you. Either a renewed commitment or a new cycle where it is more committed. Let's get out some other cards for you. Let's get out one of these oracle cards. Let's see what are their thoughts today of pile number 1. Look, it's that one there. Persistence, the euphoria, or the euphorbia, actually it says euphorbia. African swallowtail. Okay, persistence. And then we'll also have one of these ones. Okay, what are their thoughts? Pile number 1 today, please. Forgiveness. So maybe there's some forgiveness. Maybe they want you to forgive them. Maybe they're ready to forgive you. I don't know what's gone on in the situation, but maybe they're thinking the situation needs some forgiveness. It also comes right under the practice compassion. Yes, because there's something about it being a bit, as I said, a bit cool, a bit detached, a bit hard, a bit cold. So maybe this person is wanting some sort of forgiveness, some sort of softness in the connection. Let's see what we've got here. Pile number 1, please, from their person. What are they thinking? I wish we could be together, but it's complicated. Okay. What else have we got here? Our love will never cease to exist. I miss you. Okay, so maybe this is a lot for people that are in separation. What else have we got? Magnetism. There is a gravitational pull to each other, right? reaching out, expect a call or text from your person of interest. Interesting, because I did say with the Knight of Cups that that's sort of action, isn't it? Tease. The energy is fun, light-hearted, but uncertain. Okay, let's have one more. Physical connection. The sacred union of bodies two becoming one. So maybe there's a strong physical bond between the two of you, or this person feels a lot of attraction for you. But anyway, pile number one, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please consider giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more, and I will see you very soon in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number two, welcome back to your reading. Lovely to have you here. Particularly if you're new, then welcome. It's really great to have you on board, and I hope that you find the reading both enjoyable and helpful. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate all your lovely support. But today we are doing a reading about your person of interest, and we're asking, do they think of you too? And, if so, what are their thoughts of you today? So you chose to come into this lovely card here, which is the Ever Unfolding Rose. It says, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And this is from Rebecca Campbell's Oracle deck called, oh gosh, it's gone from my mind. It's called Work Your Light, that's it. Sorry, it's just a menopausal moment there. Work Your Light Oracle. Okay, super duper. Let's put that up there. Plus this little orange calcite star here. Lovely little star. So we're going to put our star here next to my candle here. Super duper. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing really, really well. Sending you all my love and light wherever you are in the world. And reminding you, of course, that it is a general timeless reading. So please just take the messages that resonate. But let's get straight to it. So we're going to ask, aren't we, what, are they thinking of you too? Do they think of you too? And what are their thoughts of you today? So we've got, already got this beautiful card that says the Ever Unfolding Rose. So let's ask for pile number two. Does their person think of them too? Or are they thinking of them too? What are their thoughts of pile number two today? So we've got compassion, elder, and the large blue. Okay, let's get another one out. Let's get out this one. So let's see, are they thinking of pile number two? What are their thoughts of pile number two today? We have turn on your heart light, reflect on a time when you experienced love. Yeah, so something about, greater feeling, or turning on feeling, feeling more compassion, turning up your heart, if you like. Let's put that there. Lovely. Let's get out the tarot as well. Is, pile number two's person thinking of pile number two too? What are their thoughts of pile number two today? So we've got quite a few here. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. There you go, look, King of Cups. Talk about compassion. Look at that, the Lovers. The Page of Wands. Oh, that one seems to want to come out. The Five of Pentacles. Seems to have quite a lot here. The Six of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. So, certainly I think they are thinking about you with a lot of love here. So we've got the King of Pentacles, and all these cards are about connecting into love, tapping into that kind of heart energy. And of course the rose is a symbol. It's probably a major symbol of love, isn't it? The rose, amongst other things. So I feel like this person is thinking of you with a lot of love, because the King of Cups comes right next to the Lovers here. Okay? But there is some sense of lack. They're thinking, with the Five of Pentacles here, that there is something about lack in this situation. What have we got underneath that? We've got the Six of Pentacles. So maybe this person is thinking of you in a loving way, for sure, but they're also thinking that there's something cold in it, or there's some lack in it, or maybe they're feeling a little bit rejected, or not, maybe not appreciated, or out in the cold somehow. So it could be that you're with them, but they may, and they think of you in a very loving way, but there's something about it that's cold. And that might be why we've got these two references to compassion and turn on your heart light. Because it says reflect on a time when you experienced love. So maybe they are not feeling, maybe there's something about them feeling not connected to the love in the situation at the moment, or I don't know, a bit left out, or something like that. But there is this strong, there's definitely this strong love that when they think of you, they definitely think of you in a strong, loving way. But maybe there's just something in the situation that's a little bit lacking for them. It could be that some of you aren't with this person, right, with the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you are out in the cold, or they feel out in the cold in this situation. They don't feel connected because you're not actually with them. But they want to hold on to it. They're thinking with the Four of Pentacles that there's just a situation or a relationship that they really want to hold on to, and that they want to slowly, with the Six of Swords, come out of this feeling of being rejected or lacking in some way, because the Six of Swords is about coming out of a difficult time. It comes right next to the Five of Pentacles, which is probably the most difficult time that anyone could experience. It's a harsh card, really. It's a card of hardships. Okay, so the Six of Swords is about moving out of hardships slowly into calmer waters, into a better space, into a better place. So it could be that this person wants to move out of hardship with you and into something better. Now it could be that they are reflecting upon something that they did, or they're thinking about something that they did that was a little bit immature, that maybe has caused this barrier, or has caused this sense of disconnection between the two of you. Right, so they might have done something with the Page of Wands here, because the Page of Wands is quite a light energy, it's quite an immature energy. It can be quite a selfish energy. It might have been around a third party with the Lovers card here. So maybe there was something foolish that they did, or something, maybe they were unfaithful or something like that for some of you, and that has caused this rift, or this feeling of being disconnected, right, from the relationship, or actually rejection by you, and you'd be perfectly within your rights to do that if that's happened. And maybe they're reflecting on that a lot and realising with the King of Cups that they should have been more mature, emotionally more mature, right? They should have been more respectful towards you, towards the relationship. Okay, so there might be a lot of that going on as well. But there's definitely some sort of focus here, or desire, with the Six of Swords, to come out of a difficult time into something better. And with the Ace of Pentacles, they might be thinking of a sort of a new tangible start. Here, yeah, to give back to the situation, or for the situation to be, for there to be generosity in the situation again, for there to be abundance in the situation, in the relationship again, rather than this sense of lack here. So what do we have in terms of zodiac signs? Obviously we've got all of the water signs, haven't we? Of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, We've got all of the fire signs of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, Taurus, Aquarius, and we've got Capricorn here as well. Let's get out some other cards. So, but they are definitely thinking of you in a loving way. They could be having regrets, yeah. Let's see, what are they thinking today of pile number 2? Masculine energy. The sun here. What else have we got? Just one of these ones. What are they thinking of pile number 2 today? The anchor. So stability, security, playing safe, great love, support, good future. Yeah, good fortune rather. They might be thinking of, and that would go with the Ace of Pentacles, about sort of starting or having some secure or stable situation with you, or new start in some way with you, or new beginning somehow making things concrete again, stable again, right? Secure again, I guess, or secure. Let's get out what are their thoughts of pile number 2 today? What are they thinking of pile number 2 today? Page of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, the Sun, the Strength card, and oh, look at that, 10 of Cups. With the 10 of Pentacles, my goodness. So, I mean, it could be that you, that you're with this person, but there's just some sort of, this person is thinking that there's some kind of lack in the situation, but there is essentially a lot of love there. There's a huge amount of love that they have for you. But maybe you're just going through a difficult time, or you're going through a bit of a bad patch. And it could have been through somebody's foolishness or selfishness or immaturity or something like that. But essentially what this person is wanting is to go from the Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, which is absolute commitment. That is a really stable card. The 10 of Pentacles is when you have everything, all the outward trappings of security and stability. You have your partner, you have your house, you have your car, you have your kids, you have the dog, you have the holiday home, you have all of that. And outwardly it's very, very stable and secure, and it's usually got, you've got all the generations of the family. So this person is looking, so it could be that you're in that situation, but there's just this person thinking there's something in there where they don't quite feel connected, or this is what they want to manifest, really, because we've got the 10 of Cups. So they're definitely wanting to move towards, or they're definitely thinking that this relationship, that you can provide them with absolute emotional happiness, because that is what the 10 of Cups is. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You're not going to get any happier than that, really. And you're not going to get more secure or stable than that. So this person is seeing or thinking that this relationship is something that can provide them with that. So with the 5 of Cups, there is disappointment, 100%. There has been disappointment, and there is a sense of lack in this relationship for this person. So it could be that there's been some disappointment here. It comes right under the Lovers. So it might be that some choice was made, I don't know, which led to either a split or has led to some sort of crack in the connection, some kind of damage in the connection in some way, which has led to feelings of disappointment and rejection and upset and being out in the cold and that kind of thing. So that is definitely still there. That person definitely still thinks of that. But with the Sun and the Page of Wands, they are also feeling positive, and you've also got this masculine energy with all this sunshine here. So this person is feeling positive, they're feeling strong, they're thinking that the connection can be positive and strong again, or positive and strong. And they feel excited to be able to build something up again, or to have a positive beginning with you, a positive start with you. They're excited to begin that journey, because the Page of Wands is also a lot of excitement, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is about investing. This person is in for the long haul with all these cards here. They're not in for a flash in the pan. They're in for the long haul, and they want to invest in the relationship with the Seven of Pentacles. That's about, and maybe there's been a bit of a break, or maybe there's been a bit of a lull, but in that time, this person has definitely had a little think or reviewed, because that's what you do in the Seven of Pentacles. You take a step back and you review what's, you know, the pros and cons of certain things, and then you go back into it with a view to improving it and investing in it and building on it again. And that's what this person is doing. And with the Sun card is, you know, they definitely feel happiest, I think, and excited when they think of you and when they think of this connection. They want in healing. The Strength card is healing, really. It's also overcoming problems. So if it comes right into the Five of Pentacles, if there is some sort of problem or division or parting or barrier between the two of you, either that you're not together, or this person thinks that something's happened to create a sort of a distance between the two of you, then they definitely want to overcome that with love. The Strength card is about overcoming obstacles and difficulties and doing it in a loving way, doing it in a controlled way, doing it in a in a kind of powerful way, really. That's not kind of an aggressive way. It's about doing it in a clever way, really, and doing it in a loving way. So I feel like this person definitely feels that that's the way to go, to try to overcome whatever their issues are in this relationship. And they feel that that's going to make, or they think that that's going to make this relationship stronger. And it can be, with the Ten of Cups, so happy. This person is feeling that they could be the happiest they could be in this relationship. That this relationship has that potential, and that if there's any setbacks, you can get back to that stability and that happiness for sure. Because this is a soul connection. This person is thinking this is a soul connection, and there's a huge amount of love in it with King of Cups, the Lovers, the Ten of Cups. This person has a lot of love for you for sure. And what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So obviously we've got Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Scorpio. We've got Leo, and we've got Pisces and Virgo. Virgo. Okay. Let us now get out some message cards, shall we? See what we have. For pile number 2, please. Love language affirmations. Loving words hold great power. Okay. What else have we got? Fearless love. A courageous leap into the unknown. Workplace romance, or common cause connection. I don't know, maybe this was a workplace romance. Marriage, wedding bells are ringing. I mean, that would sort of definitely go with this kind of energy. The Ten of Pentacles is kind of the marriage, is a card where you often see a married couple, really. Or I would say this person wants that kind of, the way that they feel about you with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, marriage would be, the obvious, or a committed relationship would be the obvious thing for them where you're concerned. Let's see what we've got here. Or living together, or, a committed setup. Do you love me the way I love you? Okay. I want to fall asleep next to you. I'm yours forever and ever. My goodness, pile number 2. So that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. PayPal number 3, welcome back to your reading. So lovely to have you here. Particularly if you're new, then welcome. It's lovely to have you here, and I hope you enjoy the reading and you find it really, really helpful. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, then obviously a big warm thank you for all your lovely support. I appreciate all your loyalty in coming back and having another reading with me here on Rainbow Tarot UK. So let's get straight to it. So today's reading is, does your person think of you too? And if so, what are they thinking about you today? So you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is a card that says boundaries. It also says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And this is from the Work You Like Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I'm just going to put that there. And you also came in under the Amethyst cube here. So we're going to put our little cube there so we can see it and get straight to it. Now, I hope you're all doing well, sending you all my love and light wherever you are in the world, and reminding you, of course, that it is a general timeless reading, so please just take the messages that resonate with you today. Let's get straight to it. So let's get out an oracle card, shall we? Let's get out one of these cards. So let's ask, does pile number 3's person think of them too? Are they thinking of pile number 3 too, please? So we've got Magnificence, ooh, Bird of Paradise, and the Common Mother of Pearl. Right, Magnificence. Okay, let's get out one of these cards. Are they thinking of pile number 3 too? What are their thoughts of pile number 3? Now this came out in pile number 1. And it is the dog. Friendship, loyalty, reliability, companionship, helpfulness, and satisfaction. Wow, okay, so we've got Magnificence and we've got the dog, this is the Lenormand deck, by the way, which obviously has positive connotations there. Let's get out the tarot. Let's see, so are they thinking of pile number 3 too? What are their thoughts of pile number 3 today? So we've got the 5 of Swords, we've got the 8 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Moon, the Star, and the 3 of Cups. What have we got underneath here? The 7 of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay. And you came in under boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Right. I feel like your person is thinking of you. There's a lot of pondering here. Maybe pondering on whether they've done the right thing or whether the right action has been taken, something like that. Something might have been, this might be, with the 3 of Cups here, maybe this is a three-way situation for some of you with the 3 of Cups. Okay, so maybe there's a third element in this connection. Because we have a lot of confusion here. We've got the Moon, we've got confusion, doubts, fears. It could be that something is hidden, right? So this person is thinking that something is hidden in this situation. Or there's something hidden about this connection. There's something about walking away here. The 8 of Cups is walking away. Maybe this person is either thinking of leaving this connection, or has left the connection, or has walked away from the connection, or somebody's walked away from the connection, or they're pondering something about that, because the 5 of Swords is winners and losers. So it could be that they're pondering about whether to stay in the connection or leave the connection somehow. But there's definitely some confusion here with the Moon, or something hidden. It could be a third element as well. The Star is about healing. I feel like when I had to dig deep, like I felt like I had to be digging deep, and I got to the King of Cups, right? So I feel this person has a lot of maybe a lot of hidden or deep emotions for you that are not, where it's not sort of, it's either not clear, or you kind of have to dig deep to get to them, if you know what I mean. So it could be a lot of hidden depths with the moon here to them, or they could be keeping their emotions hidden, or under the surface somehow, something like that. Now some of you might be in separation from this person, maybe there's been some kind of split, but this person is looking, if that's the case, maybe this person is looking for some healing, the Page of Wands, some kind of new start. But it feels like there's a third element here. But they're definitely doing a lot of pondering. I feel like they're sort of pondering something about, should I leave it or should I stay in it? Should I leave it or should I heal it? There's some sort of confusion here, because there might be a third element involved that needs to be taken into consideration. Maybe there's been some issues with boundaries in this kind of connection, or maybe there are boundary issues if there's a third element, right? Because, you know, clearly there's some boundaries that have been overstepped if there's some sort of third, unless it's completely consensual. But most third party situations aren't often consensual, so it might be that there's some boundary issue here. So I feel like this person is thinking of you, but it's in a way where they're a bit confused. They could be deliberating about whether to hold on to the connection, whether to leave the connection. They might want healing in it, but they might also want to walk away. So there's a sort of a confusion to it. But I feel like deep down, right, underneath the surface, this person does have feelings, but you kind of have to dig to sort of get there, or to kind of access them for whatever reason. Okay. There could be something about this person as well, for some of you, where you feel this person isn't taking this relationship seriously, or is not committed, right? There could be something about this person, not sure if they want to commit fully to the relationship, something like that. But they could feel pulled to it as well with the Star card here. So they could feel pulled to it, but they're not. Yeah, there's a lot of sort of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of energy, if I'm honest here. It may be that they're committed elsewhere, that they have a commitment elsewhere, or that you have a commitment elsewhere, or which means that they can't fully commit to this one. Let's get out some other cards. So what have we got in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've also got Cancer, Taurus, and Scorpio as well, and I think I said Pisces, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so let's get out some other cards here. What is their thoughts of part number 3 today? Be willing to express love to receive love. Yeah, they might not be all in. There's this sort of feeling of not being all in, right? Because you have to give something to get something back. So there's this feeling of maybe not being all in this situation, or something being kind of hidden or not fully out in the open. Okay, what are their thoughts of pile number 3 today? What are their thoughts? Sacred space, 21. I might just put that there. Right, okay. Let's get some more tarot out. Okay, so what are their thoughts of pile number 3 today, please? It's I feel like this relationship is puzzling for this person, or that it's yeah. Because there's some confusion, because they're not clear. We've got the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. I definitely feel like there's some sort of, I feel like there could be some kind of commitment in this situation. So it could be that you're in a committed relationship with this person, but they are not certain about the relationship. They're not certain about whether they should stay in it and heal it, or whether they should leave it. Okay, because there might be a third element, or it doesn't have to be a third person, but there's something else getting in the way of the relationship or challenging the relationship, right? I just got to be honest with you. So there's some disappointment here. So this person feels disappointment. In 5 of Cups is about, you know, being very focused. Both these cards are really about being very focused on loss and disappointment, of things that aren't right in the situation. So I feel like this person might be really focusing on what's wrong in this connection, or what they don't like about the connection, or a little bit moaning about the connection, or not being very positive about it, right? And there is this element of stuckness, because the 3 of Wands is often a card of sort of being static, being a little bit stuck. Not much movement really happening with 3 of Wands. And we've also got the 2 of Pentacles, which is again this kind of energy of should I, shouldn't I, kind of juggling, weighing things up, right? So I feel like this person is in two minds really about this connection, and the thought of walking away from it or leaving it makes them happy sometimes. And I just got to say that, really, it makes them happy. Or maybe they're thinking that if they're not in this connection, they're going to be a lot happier, right? But I feel it's because this person is really choosing, and I say the word choosing, to focus on the negative. So this person might be quite depressed, they might be quite low in mood, they might be quite difficult or hard to be around, they might not give much to the connection, they may be it may be that they have this kind of idea that the grass is greener sort of thing, but deep down they do have love, but it's not obvious. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're around them, it's probably not obvious to you, you don't feel that, it doesn't feel like it's coming off them. But you might be in a settled relationship with them, a committed relationship with them, but it's just that this person isn't really giving much because they feel a sense of dissatisfaction with the connection, or they feel a sense of disappointment with the connection. Or it could be that they're in a stable relationship and you are that third party, and they are they're not giving you their all, if you know what I mean. They're sort of like you know, you're not getting them fully. So they've got one foot in, one foot out. And I don't really see that changing. I feel like they've got this kind of energy of, yeah, that continued energy of not really being sort of committed, really, I guess. Yeah, so sometimes they feel like they want to invest in it, but then at other times, so they might be sometimes giving you a little few breadcrumbs or whatever, and then at other times pulling back. Here. It could be that this person is their own worst enemy, really. Because I feel like there is a lot of potential here for you and them, but it's like this person sort of like, it's quite hard to access that with them, or they find it hard to, maybe they find it hard to be positive. This person finds it hard to be positive, finds it hard to see the good in the relationship. Even though, you know, if they could kind of overcome that, if they could, you know, it could have, you know, it could be really a really good relationship. And maybe this is a message to you. Maybe there's something about you needing to have better boundaries with this person, really, because it could be that this sort of energy is probably dragging you down a bit, really. So maybe there's something about you needing to have better boundaries with this person, so that you don't feel drained by this kind of relationship or this situation, which I think it could be easy to feel if you, you know, you're giving, and you're not really getting much back. That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Not a lot, not getting a lot back, right? If I'm honest. So what do we see in terms of zodiac signs? So we've got Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, Taurus energy, Aries energy, Capricorn and Virgo. What have we got here? Have we got any messages? What do the messages say? What do the messages say? Oh, this says fearless love, a courageous leap into the unknown. Okay. And we've got twin flame union, heart, body, mind and soul. I mean, the thing about the that sort of twin flame journey, if you believe in twin flames, is that, you know, it can be, you know, if both people haven't properly kind of evolved, if you like, or both souls haven't properly evolved, it can be quite a difficult, painful union until you reach that point, right? Because there's often a lot of backwards and forwards, kind of runner chaser energy, pushing, pulling. It's not a straightforward journey, I guess, is what I would want to say there. Material attachment, too much focus on visible trappings. And then what else do we have? Reaching out. Expect a call or text from your person of interest. So maybe this person is going to reach out to you in some way. I mean, it could be with the moon here that it's a cyclical kind of connection where it's a bit of a stop-start thing. What else have we got? I think about you all the time. I remember the day we met like it was yesterday. I miss you. I wish we could be together, but it's complicated. You have to be patient. So one more. What's the point of it all? I think that kind of, some of these messages kind of sum up the sort of energy which is sort of, you know, half in, half out, or a person that's confused, really, because you've got, I think about you all the time, I remember the day we met, I miss you. So that's that giving, and then, you know, it's complicated, and then that's that pulling back, you know, it's complicated, you have to be patient, what's the point of it all? So it's like this person does have feelings, but I feel like it's a complicated situation for you, pile number 3. It's not straightforward, and I see it continuing to be that way. And this person really not giving you the sort of attention maybe, and the commitment and love that you deserve. That's kind of the energy that I'm kind of picking up here. But anyway, that has been your reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, then please do give me a thumbs up rather. Subscribe, hit the bell if you want to hear more, and I'd love to get a comment. But otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.